Alright, what's up? So this is going to be an analogy for those questions where you have something in excess and you've got to figure out what's going to react and what you're going to get and what you're going to have left over. So I figured that actually this is not difficult. It's the concept I think some of you guys are struggling with. And so I came up with an analogy to go through it. And hopefully you can see this, and then if you've got any questions about the actual chemistry of it, you can ask them. So we'll start off, and in an ideal world you'd have one teacher. If we can draw one teacher, and if you take one teacher and you add 8 students to that teacher, this guy looks pretty cool, like he's really done his homework and stuff. He looks pretty pleased. Add those two together and you get a new product. You get a class, just like us, and that's all very well and good. So what happens then if we don't have the right numbers? In this case, we've got the perfect amount, the perfect teacher to go with the perfect number of students to give us the perfect size class. Admittedly, our class is a little bigger, but you get the idea. So let's take away the writing we did, and let's say, okay, what if we still have one teacher, but this time, instead of having 8 students, we have, I don't know, 12 students. 12 students. Well, what happens then? Well, we're still going to get the class, but there's going to be 4 students left over. One teacher can only take 8 students, at least in this situation. So let's bring this guy. You didn't see that coming, did you? And let's add on then. We're going to have 4 students left over. So you can see that in this example, the students were in excess. The limiting reagent was the teacher. The teacher kind of limited how much we could do. 4 students are going without an education now. That's tough. If we wanted to get all of those students involved and in lessons, or we wanted to get them reacting, we'd need more teachers. How many more? Well, I guess we'd need 1.5 teachers to deal with 12 students if you look at the ratio. So let's delete a few things here and see what else we can do. Let's get rid of our writing. And let's get rid of this extra student. I don't think we need him anymore. And let's bring this over here again. Okay, so let's imagine this time I have 3 teachers, 3 happy teachers. And I have how many students? Well, let's say I have 16 students. Okay, so in this case, if you remember that one teacher takes 8 students, you should see that this time we've got too many teachers. So one teacher over here is going to go with 8 students, and then the next teacher is going to go with 8 students. Now, the students are completely happy, but there is one teacher left over, and I guess we could send that teacher to maybe go and make some coffee or something for myself and my colleagues. So what are we going to get? Let's draw the products of this particular reaction. Well, we are going to get our classroom, but this time there's going to be 2 of them. And then in addition to the classroom, we are going to get, let me just do that. Whew. Oh, I didn't want to duplicate all of that, but I have. So let's just go with it. I'm going to get that plus 1 teacher remaining. Okay, so hopefully that makes some sense. We now had 3 teachers to start with, 16 students, which gave us 2 full classes, but it gave us 1 extra teacher. And I wish I could do something about that. There we go. Can I get rid of it? I think I could. There's all kinds of stuff going on here. Who knows? 1 teacher remaining just about makes sense. Oh, and I lost my 2. So 2 classes plus 1 spare teacher. So this time the teachers were in excess. So the students were the limiting reagent. You know, if we had more students, we could make use of our teachers. But as it is, the teacher is the excess, and so we are left over with 1 teacher afterwards. And that really is how simple this is. Just substitute, you know, teachers for I don't know, carbon, students for oxygen, and you know, if you've got too many moles of oxygen, your oxygen's in excess. If you've got too many moles of carbon and not enough oxygen, then your carbon is in excess. It really is that straightforward. So have a crack at those questions now, those of you who couldn't get them done. And if you still have any problems or any questions, please ask them on Edmodo.